everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to create or update Keep Contact on FlexiFunnels purchase. So I am an owner of an EdTech company, and using FlexiFunnels, I manage the sales of my online courses, and using Keep, I manage the data of all my customers and students. Here what I want is that as soon as any of the student, a new purchase of a course is going to be done using FlexiFunnels, I want to create that student as a contact in my Keep account so that I can manage the data of all my students. Now doing this manually is very time consuming. So what I've done is I've simply automated this entire process with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. And here in this automation, I'm going to build a connection between FlexiFunnels and Keep with the help of it. So if you also want to learn about this amazing automation process step by step, for that let me take you to my screen. In this video we're going to learn how to create or update Keep Contact on FlexiFunnels purchase. So as an owner of an EdTech business, I sell online courses and educational programs to students and professionals. I use FlexiFunnels to create seamless sales funnels, and I use Keep as a CRM to maintain my students' data, automate communication, and nurture leads. With automation, whenever a student purchases a course with the help of FlexiFunnels, the details are instantly added and updated as a contact in my Keep account. This ensures my CRM stays updated, allowing me to send personalized emails, onboarding instructions, and further course recommendations without any manual efforts. And I'm going to create this amazing automation between FlexiFunnels and Keep with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the all Pabbly apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the products that Pabbly provides, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button right here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow, I'm going to give it as Create or Update Keep Contact on FlexiFunnels Purchase. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow, okay? After that, it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down. These are the folders from which I'm going to select Keep Automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving the name to the workflow and selecting the folder, I'm going to click on this Create button in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Create or Update Keep Contact on FlexiFunnels Purchase, and you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One says Trigger, other says Action. So what is Trigger and Action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two concepts. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select over here as FlexiFunnels, okay? As with the help of FlexiFunnels, I am managing the sales of my online courses that I'm selling. I want that as soon as a purchase by a student is going to be done using FlexiFunnels of my online course, automatically the trigger over here should capture the response of that. And that is why over here what I'm going to do is for my trigger application, I'm going to select it as FlexiFunnels. And then for my trigger event, I'm going to select it as new purchase. After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Now using this webhook URL, we're going to build the connection between FlexiFunnels and Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below in the help desk. So firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, log into your FlexiFunnels account and go to the products page of your FlexiFunnels account. After coming to the products page of your FlexiFunnels account, you can see these are all the products that I've created, and I want to connect this product to Pabbly Connect, that is in the name of programming in Python. I want that as soon as a purchase of this product, programming in Python is going to be done by the student, automatically the trigger over here should capture the response of that. So I'm going to connect this product to Pabbly Connect. In order to do that, from the left side of the panel, go to Set Rules option right over here after coming to the Edit page of the product. After coming to Set Rules, click on this Set Product Rules button right here. For the when, select it as product is purchased. For all pricing options, and for the use, select it as webhook. Give the webhook name over here. I'm going to give the webhook name over here as new. Okay, this is the webhook name I want to give, and for the URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. After entering all the details, I'm going to click on the save button right over here. It says successfully added. As now the webhook URL is added, I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down. You can see over here it is saying waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether FlexiFunnels is connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the test purchase of this product right over here, and after doing the test purchase, I'm going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of the test purchase being done or not. Okay, so now let us do the test purchase. So this is the purchase page of this product programming in Python right over here that I've connected to Pabbly Connect. So now to purchase this product, I'm going to click on this buy now button right over here. Okay, after clicking on buy now, it is asking for all the customers details. So we're going to fill in the required details. For the first name over here, I'm going to write it as new. For the last name over here, I'm going to write it as student00. For the email over here, I'm going to write it as newstudent00@pablitudes.com. For the phone number over here, I'm going to enter a dummy mobile number. For the address over here, I'm going to write it as 22 New Town. Okay, for the city over here, I'm going to write it as Bhopal. For the state over here, I'm going to write it as Madhya Pradesh. For the country over here, I'm going to select it as India right over here. And for the zip code over here, I'm going to enter a dummy zip code. For the item, I'm going to select as programming in Python. For the method of payment, I'm going to select as card. I'm going to fill in the dummy card details right over here. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on this complete order button right over here. As I've done that, it says thank you for your purchase. As now the purchase is done successfully, I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down. And yes, you can see over here the response of the new purchase has been captured in our trigger. For the zip code, we have received the dummy zip code. This is the transaction ID. State comes over here as Madhya Pradesh. Over here, if I'm going to scroll on, this is the page ID. This is the product name that was programming in Python. Over here, this is the product ID. The price was $499. This is the phone number of our customer. This is the order ID. First name as new, last name as student00, email as newstudent00@pablitudes.com, date and time of the purchase being done, currency as INR, country as IN, that is India, city as Bhopal, and address as 22 New Town. As the response of the new purchase being done using FlexiFunnels has been captured in our trigger, this means our trigger setup has now been done. As now the customer have done the new purchase using FlexiFunnels, I want to create this student as a contact in my Keep account. Now for that, we're going to set up our action step. And for the action application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Keep. And for the action event, I'm going to select it as Create Update Contact. After selecting the action application and the event, I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you. On which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection that you have. After that, click on this button right over here. A window is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for a permission. So I'm going to click on this allow button. As this is saved, present my data is perfectly saved with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button right here. As I've done that, you can see I've successfully authorized Keep to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, it is asking for all these details with the help of which a new contact is going to be created in our Keep account. So for the data of these fields, what we're going to do is we're going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. And how it works is that as soon as I'm going to click on it, you can see this was a previous step. As I'm going to click on it, this is the same response that was captured in our previous step. It is asking for the email. So in this previous response, I have received the student's email, and I want to create the same student whose response is captured in our previous step as a contact in our Keep account. So for the data of this field, I'm going to select the data of my student from my previous response. As I have selected the data from my previous response, the data is mapped. And as I have mapped the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. It is asking for the email opt-in. I'm going to select as no. I do not have the lead source ID, so I'm going to skip the part. how to check for duplicates. I'm going to select as email. Okay, it is asking for the opt-in reason. I do not have the reason, so I'm going to skip the part. For the first name over here, I'm going to map the date of the first name of my student, that was over here. For the last name, I'm going to map the date of the last name of my student right over here. It is asking for the job title, which I do not have, so I'm going to skip the part. For the company ID, I'm going to select the company ID right over here. It is asking for the address details, so I'm going to map the data of the address that I've received right over here. So I'm going to map the data right over here. Okay, it is asking for the city, so I'm going to map the data of the city right here. I'm going to map the data. It is asking for the state, so I'm going to map the data of the state right over here. Okay, it is asking for the zip code, so I've received the zip code over here, so I'm going to map the data of the zip code right here. It is asking for the country, which I do not have, so I'm going to skip the part. For the address again, so I'm going to map the data of the address right here. For the city over here, I'm going to map the data of the city that I've received right over here. It is asking for the state. I'm going to again map the data of the state over here. This is the state. For the zip code, I'm going to map the data of the zip code right over here. Now it is asking for all these details, which I'm going to skip the part as I do not require them. For the phone number over here, I'm going to map the data of the phone number that I've received right over here. I'm going to map the data. It is asking for all these details, which I do not want, so I'm going to skip the part. And lastly, for the lead source over here, I'm going to write it as new Flexi Funnels purchase. After that, I'm going to click on this save and send test request button right here. As I've done that, you can see over here we received a response, which is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my Keep account and I'm going to refresh this contact page of my Keep account right over here. And as I'm going to refresh the page, you can see over here new contact in the name of new student 00 with the phone number and the email as new student 00@pablitudes.com is successfully created in our Keep account. As now the new contact is successfully created in our Keep account, this means that we have successfully created an automation between FlexiFunnels and Keep with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, I am an owner of an edtech company and I sell my online courses to my students with the help of FlexiFunnels, and using Keep I manage the data of all my students. Over here for the trigger, I've selected as FlexiFunnels new purchase, as whenever by the student an online course is going to be purchased using FlexiFunnels, the trigger is going to capture the response of that. For the action, I've selected as Keep Create Update Contact, as now the student who have done the purchase using FlexiFunnels with the help of this action step, a contact of that student is going to be created or updated in my Keep account. And with Pabbly Connect, I've built the connection between these two applications in this manner. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any questions, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can check the queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.